Welcome back to our channel. Mucus serves as a vital protector for your respiratory system. It traps pollutants like dust, allergens, and germs, preventing them from entering your lungs. But, as you probably know, too much mucus can become a real problem. Constant throat clearing, coughing, and the uncomfortable feeling of having something stuck in your throat can quickly become disruptive. Today, we'll uncover some surprising causes behind excess mucus production and, more importantly, how you can manage or reduce it. Stick around until the end for some unique remedies that most people haven't heard about. Let's start by exploring the common causes of constant mucus buildup in the throat. First is acid reflux. One of the top reasons people experience chronic throat mucus is due to laryngopharyngeal reflux, LPR, a condition often referred to as silent reflux. Unlike typical acid reflux or GERD, LPR doesn't necessarily cause heartburn, which is why many people don't realize it's the problem. Instead, it allows stomach acid, or sometimes non-acidic contents, to reach the throat, irritating the lining and triggering excess mucus production. Studies show that about 20% of people with chronic throat clearing may have LPR without even knowing it. Postnasal drip. Postnasal drip is another frequent culprit. This occurs when mucus that's produced in the nose drips down the back of your throat. It's often caused by allergies, sinus infections, or even weather changes. If you wake up with a sore throat or constantly feel like clearing your throat, postnasal drip may be to blame. During allergy season, pollen, dust, and other airborne irritants increase mucus production, which then travels downward, causing that sensation in your throat. Food sensitivities. Surprisingly, food can play a significant role in mucus production. Dairy, for instance, has long been blamed for increasing mucus thickness, though research on this is still debated. For some people, it's not just dairy. Foods like wheat, gluten, soy, and even eggs can trigger mucus production if you're allergic or sensitive to them. Food sensitivities cause inflammation, which prompts your body to produce more mucus as a defense mechanism. More recent studies indicate that diets high in processed foods and refined sugars may exacerbate mucus production as well, due to the inflammatory response they trigger in the body. Respiratory infections. We all know that colds, flus, and respiratory infections cause mucus buildup, but it's important to understand why. When viruses, bacteria, or other pathogens invade the respiratory system, the body triggers an immune response, leading to inflammation in the respiratory tract. This inflammation can cause the mucus glands to produce more mucus to help trap pathogens and irritants. This is part of the body's defense mechanism to flush out the pathogens. Environmental factors. Polluted environments can also play a major role in mucus production. Airborne irritants such as dust, chemicals, secondhand smoke, and pollution can trigger your respiratory system to produce mucus as a way to trap and filter out these harmful particles. In fact, long-term exposure to air pollution has been linked to chronic bronchitis and other lung conditions. Living in urban areas with high pollution levels or being exposed to industrial chemicals and fumes can exacerbate respiratory problems. Dehydration. Not drinking enough water can make mucus thicker and stickier, which makes it harder to clear from your throat. Research shows that dehydration impairs the body's natural ability to clear mucus from the airways. Mucous membranes need to stay hydrated to function properly, and when you're dehydrated, the mucus becomes more viscous, leading to a feeling of blockage in the throat. Underlying health conditions. Chronic respiratory conditions such as asthma, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, bronchitis, and cystic fibrosis all have one thing in common: excessive mucus production. Asthma, for instance, involves inflamed airways that produce excess mucus, making it difficult to breathe and increasing the need to clear the throat. In COPD, the airways narrow and fill with mucus, which can be challenging to clear out. Meanwhile, cystic fibrosis, a genetic condition, causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, which can lead to persistent infections. If you have a respiratory condition, proper management through prescribed medications, like bronchodilators or corticosteroids, is crucial to keeping mucus under control. Now that we've covered the common causes, let's look at ways to reduce that pesky mucus. Medications. For those with conditions like asthma or COPD, prescription medications are often essential to managing symptoms. But over-the-counter expectorants, such as guaifenesin, can also help break up mucus, making it easier to expel. Antihistamines and decongestants can help too, particularly if your mucus is allergy-related, but be cautious, as long-term use can sometimes worsen the problem by drying out the throat and thickening mucus. Hydration is key. It sounds simple, but drinking plenty of fluids is one of the best ways to thin out mucus. Water, herbal teas, and broths can all help keep your body hydrated. Studies show that warm liquids, in particular, may provide faster relief by loosening secretions. Steam inhalation. Another age-old remedy is inhaling steam. This can loosen mucus and soothe your airways. Whether it's from a hot shower or a bowl of hot water with a towel over your head, steam can help break up thick mucus and make it easier to cough up or blow out. This practice also hydrates the airways and is effective for relieving sinus congestion. Research shows that humidified air helps soothe irritated nasal passages, making it an ideal method for combating postnasal drip. Saline rinse. If postnasal drip is the root cause of your mucus buildup, a nasal saline rinse might be just what you need. These rinses can flush out allergens, mucus, and other irritants from your nasal passages. Using a saline solution with distilled water helps reduce inflammation and keeps your sinuses clear, preventing mucus from dripping down into your throat. Avoid mucus triggers. If environmental factors are contributing to your mucus issues, it's crucial to limit exposure to triggers like smoke, chemical fumes, and pollutants. Quitting smoking is one of the most effective ways to reduce mucus production. Studies have shown that lung function and mucus clearance improve significantly after quitting. Dietary adjustments. Certain foods may help reduce mucus. Spicy foods, for example, contain capsaicin, which can temporarily clear out nasal passages and make it easier to cough up mucus. Other options include ginger, garlic, and turmeric, all of which have anti-inflammatory properties that may help reduce mucus production. So here we are at the end of this informative video. If you're struggling with constant phlegm or mucus in your throat, it's important to understand that this can be caused by a variety of factors. But the good news is there are several natural remedies that can help.
If you find this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more informative content.